Approximately 10,000 individuals gathered in Palma de Mallorca to protest against the overwhelming influx of tourists, with more demonstrations anticipated throughout the summer. The president of the Balearic Islands, Marga Proens, addressed the growing discontent, emphasizing the need to pivot from a volume-based tourism model to one focused on quality. Proens articulated that the current model, which prioritizes increasing tourist numbers, has reached its limit. The volume model has come to an end. You cannot grow more in volume but in value, she stated in an interview with the local newspaper Última Hora. The protests highlighted significant issues, such as the lack of affordable housing. Demonstrators claimed that illegal tourist rentals are driving up housing costs, forcing some residents to live in caravans or cars. Campaigners estimate that around 1,000 people are living in mobile homes due to the average monthly rent soaring to €1,500, £1,300. In response, Proens noted that the conservative regional government has approved 700 housing projects, reduced taxes on property sales, and transferred public land to developers to increase rental housing. Despite these measures, protesters indicated that they might continue to stage demonstrations during the peak holiday season. The recent demonstration in Palma saw participants holding signs that read "Too many tourists," "FZOS residents," and "Mallorca not for sale." Protesters marched through the streets, banging drums and voicing their demands for change. Smaller protests also took place in Menorca and Ibiza, with about 1,000 people marching in Ibiza on Friday night. Rafael Guimarães of Pro Ibiza, the organization behind the Ibiza protests, mentioned that further demonstrations might be held later in the summer. Guimarães stressed that the campaigners are not against tourism per se, but oppose the mass tourism model that has forced some locals to relocate to the Spanish mainland. Protesters in Mallorca are advocating for policies to prevent individuals who have not lived on the island for at least 5 years from purchasing property and to implement stricter controls on holiday accommodations. According to the Spanish National Statistics Institute, the Balearic Islands were the second most popular tourist destination in Spain last year, attracting 14.4 million holidaymakers. Catalonia led with 18 million tourists, followed by the Canary Islands with 13.9 million visitors. Tourism contributes to 45% of the Balearic Islands' gross domestic product, as reported by Excelter, an industry organization. In April, thousands demonstrated in the Canary Islands, calling for a temporary limit on tourist arrivals to curb the boom in short-term holiday rentals and hotel construction that is driving up housing costs for locals. The ongoing protests underscore a growing sentiment among residents of popular tourist destinations. A call for a more sustainable and balanced approach to tourism that prioritizes the well-being of local communities.